his own game of farm, or Shad needs to use that twin gate. But I can't emphasize how important it is this Medusa needs to be threatened in the early game.
So what kind of timings are we looking for on the Slug then? You know, what's the big item you want to see from him, which is going to be his opportunity to go, go, go?
Oh, no.
Oh, God. What is this quick buy?
Oh, no, the quick buy is the opposite of what I want to see. So I think copy Nande from yesterday. It's as simple as that. He went for a Diffusal Blade into Echo Saber. Then he double backed for like Ags and then Shard. But something along those lines sounds amazing, because the early Diffusal you can get, you can look for the fight. And maybe the argument for Shad right now is if he goes super aggressive with Diffusal Blade, but they don't connect on the kills, then suddenly he will just be fully out-farmed. And he's not ready or confident in that position to keep finding the kills. And
yeah,
I kind of wish we could just call up Nande right now and be like, boss, what would you buy in this game?
Dude, imagine
like, that would actually be
summon pro players at will into the cast.
Yeah. No, because like right now, like this is, I think the entire game boils down to the first like 3 items Slark buys. And often they're super cheap items, because Midas, let's say 2k gold, Diffusal 2k, Echo Saber 2k, like they're all, there's nothing crazy with a Slark item build. It's always just, oh, he's picked up another one of those items, what will he do with it? But they're so impactful, and if he can cross the river or not. And
yeah,
we'll see if he does go for the Midas. If the lanes go really well, I could see him changing that.
All right, so here's our lovely 3-lane view and see how everything's taken off here. I think overall, though, we're expecting reasonably good lanes coming out from the side of Quest. I think I kind of like their lanes and how they've run everything here. Dabai Llama on the Doom, obviously just going to be a bit greedier, not really looking to put too much pressure onto TA2000, and that is the worrying thing, because he had such a good game last game while just having a free lane, and it looks like Nigma Galaxy, they're just going to let the same thing happen again. They're like, yeah, we can do a TA2000 later. And again, on another Giga Carry hero, we're going to need to see a bit more action coming out from the side of Nigma Galaxy. They need to be playing around these timings very, very hard.
Yeah, so Quest their veins, very, very strong. You've got Quap to dagger annoy the Kunkka in the mid lane. Of course, early levels, Azantic will have a couple Tidebringer hits to be a little bit of a nuisance, but if Noob does opt to go for 2 or 3 points in Shadow Strikes, she's currently holding her levels, so yet to decide what to do with it. And on the flip side as well, like you've got what, Brew, Rubik lane. You shouldn't really be dying in this lane. Like I think Quest, they have kill potential and survivability in all 3 of their lanes, which is exactly what you want when you have like a Dusa lineup.
Kaori.
You don't want any lane to be offset. And Kaori, he oversteps his mark for a brief second and actually goes down.
Yo, that was unlucky. The creeps come in and block him, and yeah, that's going to be a first blood going the way of the Olacore. Not what I was anticipating.
No, not at all.
Yeah, wow.
I kind of expected Quest to be the
1,000 daggers in his back.
Yeah, so what Noob did, he didn't bother leveling Shadow Strike level 1. He waited until level 3 to put 2 points in it. Then he started spamming it. He didn't want to waste his mana on just a weaker Shadow Strike. And Kaori, he needs to be careful. He can't really go down now, I'd expect, with Grasp and Leech Seed. You don't want to give away any of these cheap kills, especially into a Doom lane that should only really be trading the farm back towards you.
That's some nice CSing in mid from Zantic there, just showing that he's a bit of a Kunkka specialist. As you can see, level 30 on the hero and pubs, so very much mechanically going to be outstanding on this Kunkka. At least that's what we're anticipating.
Yeah, it's his most played competitive hero. It's 71 matches, only a 45% win rate, but that is because he plays it in all forms of the meta. Even when no one wants to touch it, he's going for it. Not the best stat to say on a broadcast, but he likes the hero.
Hey man, we don't cherry pick him, all right? We give him naked in the cold light of day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shad, he is the critical hero. I feel like he's the puzzle piece for the side of Nigma Galaxy, and so far he's having an okay lane. Harassment's really starting to pick up from Omar and Toby down here. So they're going to need Decalis to be helping out, but that pull will certainly do a bit of work for him, at least. So build as well as Kaori once again getting run down a little bit here. The Olacore does not have the poisons for him. It doesn't have the mana for the poisons either, but still Hero being chased away, forced to south. TA2000 completely out of mana as well, so she looks nice and healthy, but she ain't. And, dear, Chain Lightning creep, that's going to be super annoying as well.
Yeah. Doesn't really have too much mana to support it. He is still on the way to mana boots. I think this bot lane is super important to mention. Shad, the hero that you was kind of putting on this kind of pedestal to have to do well, and unfortunately he's laning with Avenge, and they might actually get a kill.
Yeah, they need to get the kill and get out though. Queen of Pain is oh, no, mind, she's about to go, but Shad is just gone. Shad just dies during this. The cool spells come off cooldown for them, and they can just take him out. Ducalis also needs to be a little bit careful here as Toby just continuing to smack him down, but does bring down Omar, gets himself away, and the salve will come out. But yeah, the Slark dying first there, that's absolutely not what they wanted to see on the side of Luna.
Yeah, no points in Cinder Brew, but just so tanky with the clap. Slark wants to come in and just 2 points with Lotus and Fairy Fires, and he might have overstayed his welcome.
This could be really good. If Shad can get a kill here and get himself back into play, that could be huge, but they don't have the lockdown to keep him in range. And the Slark's not just going to be able to peck away at him with Omar coming back in. Meanwhile, Davai Lama up on the top side. It's a little bit too big for his boots and does end up dying trying to kill off TA2000. So close to killing this Medusa as well, down to 90 HP. One shot away from death, but they weren't able to finish the job.
Quest is doing such a good job at having the stick charges, the Fairy Fires, the Lotus, all the cheap regen to make those turnaround plays. And these are kills that Nigma Galaxy would have loved to have. Get a little bit of an early advantage in the laning phase, and it's just not going their way. You can feel the kind of the need to find the kill. I think Nigma Galaxy naturally one of the more aggressive teams. They want to hit their stride and never basically stop. Quest doing everything they can to not allow them to get online.
Yeah, just a couple of outplays and a couple of misplays in the laning phase, and things get awkward very, very quickly for Luna. I would like to see them kind of making some rotations, and that's exactly what's happening here. Theolicor going to go for the minute 6 rune. It is, of course, going to be a shield rune. Wow, commitment onto Noob here. This is aggressive. The timing is good, but is it good enough? Theolicor comes in with the banishment, and that allows the Queen of Pain to get herself away.
Unfortunately, the SD rotation is not the most impactful of rotations onto a quap, especially when Atlantic had used all his stuns prior. But still, pressure applied. Noob without a bottle charge to his name. Active rune going the way of Atlantic as well.
Yeah,
you might not get the kill, but you're annoying her.
Owning middle lane as well as down at bottom. We've got to jump forward onto Toby once again. Shad, he does have the leap. Will be able to connect with it. Surely he goes down this time around. Wand available. It's not going to do enough though. And Shad finally gets a kill down in this bottom lane. That is key. The puzzle pieces slowly starting to fall into place. And just want to point out 44 CS on Atlantic compared to the 29 of Noob.
Yeah.
Really, really good on this Kunkka.
I kind of expected the Shadow Strike to do a little bit more to Atlantic, but clearly not. With the ability to X-Mark TP, plus the bottles that he's able to get, the spam as well. Sure, you Shadow Strike me, but I'm going to hit you with a Tidebringer and also cleave you down. The rotation, putting that Quap to low HP, forced the Rubik to mid lane, which then allowed Brood to be by himself to give Slark the window to get the kill. A lot of the game now riding on Atlantic's shoulders, just in the fact that he's drawing heroes around the map and dictating the pace of the game with his farm. Yeah, 3,700 net worth compared to, you got like 1,000 gold lead already at the 7-minute mark. That is just insane.
Even better than last game. But the fact that it is better than last game is big, but also what's he going to be able to do? Well, we're already seeing a rotation coming down. He wants to try and catch out this Brew before he hits level 6, and that's exactly what he's going to try and do here. Boat to come through, and down goes Toby, and Shad gets a kill as well. Big win down on this bottom side. Atlantic, huge rotation coming out from him.
Yeah, stacks made as well. Pause. Disruptor Q is bugging my game out. That's a joke for the lads who watched game 1. So Atlantic's going for Blade Mail. I actually kind of like this. Big stacks being made. That surely has to be for the Kunkka. Like, there's no other hero that can do that. Getting kicked from Discord.
No, you're not.
The best part about all of this is always we get the start of the drama and then it moves to like being spoke about in Discord.
Yeah, we just get to wildly speculate on what's happening.
He actually went for the Midas, okay.
All right. Don't love it.
No. Okay, let's not go down this line. Let's look at the fact that Medusa having good farm as well, but she's going for a Midas as well. So it's not as if we're seeing the Medusa do her great rush towards Manta Butterfly. I think if we were looking at a Medusa who was going raw stats, play for the moment, then we could argue the Midas is too slow. But the fact that she's also going one, delaying her own game slightly, it could mirror in regards to farm. On top of that, Kunkka's having such a good game. He alone will stall out the Brewmaster aggression, the Quap aggression. I think not the worst. And X mark to follow up onto Noob. You blinked out, mate, but you're going to come straight back to the clutches.
Yeah, he certainly is, and that's going to be him going down. Nice movements once again. Adsantic really kind of starting to feel himself on this Conquer a bit, putting on a bit of a show. And yeah, how much more can he get done in these early stages of the game? Well, we'll find out.
They don't really have the damage to kill him off. I think this might become the game where Brewmaster's going to have to split and just throw him up in a tornado. The supports of Rubicon Tree, they're not the most damage dealing, and an early lead for a Slark and a Kunkka. They are incredibly tanky heroes, be it from just the innate mobility of Slark and his ultimate, or just the run buff from Kunkka. I'm excited to see how they enter the mid game, because Nigma Galaxy in the previous game, they never really entered it. They were always just scared and on a back foot, and this time around, the game's forcing them to have to be aggressive. Adsantic now farming up all the stacks in the world.
But he's not going to have another course to play with. And this is the same issue we ran into last game. And I'm getting a little bit concerned already. Doom is going to be going for a Midas. You know, we expect this, but, you know, Slug with Midas, okay, well, you can run around when you've got Doom going on, but yeah, it's going to be kind of the three-man squad of Adsantic, Theolical, and Ducalis to kind of run around and make things happen in this game. And is that going to be enough? Well, we will find out. But still, huge stacks being farmed. Adsantic is just absolutely bulging out of his belt at the moment.
A 10-minute blade mail. And that's why he might have chosen to go for the blade mail, because he knows that his team will be farming with Midas. So if his team can't do the damage, why not get his opponent to do the damage for him? Throw in the blade mail and get into the middle of the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the aim of the game, at least for Adsantic. And yeah, we'll see how hard he's able to kind of control up the tempo of this game. Once
Level
again,
10.
Sees Noob immediately just like, hey friend, back you go, just scare you. Noob, he's keeping his cool. Not overreacting to the X marks coming out. Shad, Midas complete, going for the defusal. I mean, another way to look at this Midas from the Slark as well, I guess, is like, maybe Shad wants to play aggressive. Maybe Shad wants to be moving around the map as much as possible when he hits this defusal timing. And he's just getting the Midas as like the kind of insurance policy. The other way you can use Midas, other than just being a greedy guy, is to be an active guy. And you always have this Midas to give you the extra XP and gold you need, so when you're moving around with your team, you're not going to fall really far behind. Mid lane, however, going for a bit of a response here. And Theolical, kind of in no man's land. Actually, he's in Quest's land, and he's going to get punished for it. So, 4-man rotation to the middle lane. They kill a position 4. I mean, I don't think they'll be too upset on the side of Adsantic. He's initiating 2-on-4. That seems like my kind of fight. Well, he's got that blade mail coming in, and yeah, that's going to come on through, and they actually can't fight him. They don't do anything.
They have the Doom.
When it comes to damage, Doom comes down. Perfect target. No primal spin available, but the overgrowth looking pretty damn tasty from the side of Quest. So they're able to kind of delay this engagement. X comes back once again, but the swap comes out stolen from Omar, but Adsantic, he's going to be the one to go down. Davai Lama are also taking some heavy hits here as Kaori and Omar are able to finish off Davai Lama. Toby survived through it all, but Shad through the backlines finds a beautiful pick-off onto Noob. That'll be the silver lining of this fight, which is going so badly for Noob. They lose yet another hero. Theolical will be able to at least blow up Kaori as well, so blood just flowing down the river here in the middle lane. But the fight, you got to say, kind of leaning Quest's way a little bit.
Incredible. Amar just OP in that fight. Free casting on the Rubik. He stills the magic missile, stills the swap, and just, crushes the fight. Divine Lama, he TPs in, throws out the Doom, but then at that point, the desperation for the fight kicks in. It's like, wait a second, we've stopped the Brew from splitting, but now we need to try and kill him off. They're throwing off X marks and swaps and everything just to contain him, and there just really isn't the damage. The Blade Mail looked cute for a second. There's not enough damage to really kind of show its worth at the moment. The Quest bringing the heroes, showing their tankiness, and just outplaying in the scrappy part of the fight. Shad also didn't really have the mana to commit to that engagement. He gets the quap kill, but then he only has like 112 mana at that point. And with that, it's like I can pounce but can't ult, and I don't think he really wanted to commit to the engagement.
Big test for Shad here. Can he avoid this engagement? Toby throwing in the Cinder Brew. Shad needs to leave, and I think he's going to be able to do so. Decisive, he's going to be the distraction.
Still has swap on Amar.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is it's fine. It's fine. He got out. That was scary, though. Didn't like that.
Like, you do that again, Venge, and we're going to have a chat post-game, all right?
Yep.
Quest group.
Imagine if the Slark died there. I would have. Jesus Christ. But he didn't. The conversation was there. He was like, yeah, swap me, I'll use Dark Pact. All is good. And all was good. So, bottom tower. All is not good for bottom tower. It's being beaten down. Gaori, Toby, Noob. The gang is here. The pressure is coming in. And sure, there's kind of pressure coming on the top side. Shadow Poison going to reveal that Kaori is coming on this as well. So, they'll know that there's heroes coming to defend it, so they won't be able to finish off the tower. And of course, you're playing against a Treant Protector, 3 points in living armor. These towers, they're going to be healed right back up again, so you need to make sure that the pressure is consistent. Bottom lane, Shad going aggressively here onto Noob and popping the ultimate pretty early there just to make sure he doesn't get killed off by the blasts. Scream of Pain, Sonic Wave, Fade Bolt, powerful combo. Got to be ready for it.
It's why this Treant Protector Medusa combo is so potent, because you see how Tree's protecting top with the living armor. There's no real innate tower pressure from Nigma Galaxy. And then you have Medusa farming the far right-hand side of the map. So if you want to kill her off, or she's currently in the middle, but she was just on the triangle, but still. It's like, if you want to kill her off, you're going to either have to smoke through some random Rubik or Tree who's protecting top. And it's just awkward. The twin gates aren't really in play now for Shad. And that would also be the argument of the Midas versus Diffusal. If he went Diffusal Blade first, that would sync up with the time where Medusa naturally is around the twin gate of the top side. But now he's delayed the Diffusal to be a 14-15 minute timing. They're going to have to smoke even deeper into the map to find her. She's only about 800-900 gold away from her Manta style. And still, the game is just all about farm for Lunar Galaxy.
Yeah, great point. They've put themselves in this situation. They need to have a plan to kind of answer it. So far, things have fallen a little bit quiet. And this is what we're worried about. Quietness is not our friend. But that said, Xantic, he is heading towards his BKB. Only 600 gold until he's going to be there. So that could be the time they're looking for. But all the while, yeah, TA2000, she's getting the stack, she's getting the money, she's getting the farm.
And Kayor is also getting all the farm. Like, he is just living rent-free in the heads of Lunar Galaxy as he just pushes out this top lane. He's going to have a 4-staff complete as well. After feeding away the kill in the start of the game, they're trying to find him. Wave of Terror to start the fight. But off he goes.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, just slide himself over, but the ultimate's going to come down. Toby's in the neighborhood as well. Ducalis going to go in with the swap just to try and get Double-Lama out of here, but TA2000 turning up. There's everybody from the side of Quest turning up to this. They're answering this fight with numbers, and that's going to get them a couple of kills. Down goes Ducalis, down goes Double-Lama. Awkward fight up at the top side, and again, this is what we've been talking about a lot, you know? Lunar Galaxy, kind of weird, low committal plays. Meanwhile, Quest, you know, when they answer something, they're answering it. There's 5 heroes here. They have a very clear idea on what their timings are, on what fights to turn up to, and how they want to play this game, which is just kind of proving the difference in experience between the two teams, I feel.
I couldn't ask for it to be any better, right? I'm saying that Tree's living rent-free, and then 2 seconds later, you see Avenge and a Doom diving to try and find a Tree, using all the spells in their arsenal to get a pesky position 5, and yeah, the rotations come in. The tower doesn't fall. It's just disjointed play coming out from Lunar Galaxy. Sure, they have a 3k net worth lead, but you're not really seeing the team timing align. Like, Kunkka now picked up his BKB, but where's the punch going to come in? I think Shad, he needs to start making a statement in this game. We're yet to see him at any point pressure this Medusa. You pick Slark to buy the Diffusal to basically just run through the jungle and stop her hitting her creeps, and we're yet to see that level of play. Like, Double-Lama is also going for an Octarine after the... Like, this is the old school build for Doom, and is this the game to go straight minus Octarine? I just feel like everyone's not really spoke about what they want to achieve in the game, and potentially maybe they have, and they've said that they want to play a 45+ minute game and play for the late game. It just doesn't feel to be the case. And Shad, 18 minutes with the Echo Saber complete. This is his window to go. Can they find anyone?
This is the question. And the answer, well, Noob has been spotted here. Nice little pounce through the trees here. Shad just trying to bring him down. Noob going to go for a D-board whilst he's in the area. Doesn't actually commit to that, but just blinks himself away. Again, things looking a little bit awkward. And again, you know, you're just looking for the slot to be one more item ahead. You know, if he has the Aghanims, things might be a little bit easier for this kill, but of course, probably wouldn't be there in even in a good game. But yeah, not connecting with yet another play, just not really working out for the side of for Nigma Galaxy. So they're going to start trying to whittle down this top lane tower. Did Quest respond to this, do you think?
It is 4 HP. I think maybe if Toby uses the Twin Gate, that's probably be the big indicator of them looking to take the fight. And Kairo's not even allowed him to have a creep wave. He's just dragging it out. He's kind of playing his own like 1v5 mini game right now. And if at any point you do kill him off, you know the TP is going to come in. And I think this is such a Quest strategy where the 5 position is the one doing this. He's either a Phoenix, he's either a Treant Protector. It's really fun to see him make these plays. And if you are going to be playing up against Quest in the TI qualifiers, you're going to need to watch some replays and see how they do masterfully do this. Noob offers himself up in such aggressive positions, and you either kill off a Noob or you try and dive Kaori and get TP rotations. You always feel uncomfortable with whatever you are being presented by Quest, and TA2000 utilizing all this pressure that Quest are applying through their wide farm.
Yeah. They are really splitting this map wide, Nigma Galaxy, just really proving that they're not interested in objectives. They just want to farm. They've got double Midas, just hit creeps. Octarine complete on the Doom as well, so yeah, just chill. Atlantic. Moving on to Omar here. Omar using the counter X marks to buy himself a bit of time. Blade Mail has to be used here from Atlantic. Sonic Wave going to catch him out on the side as well. Atlantic very, very low, so he leaves the engagement. Meanwhile, the split comes through on the back here. Shad just trying to kill off these Brewlings right now. They do have a lot of damage to kill off the Brews, so very close to dying here. Oh, careful. Atlantic trying to finish the job. Forced up is out, though, onto the Earth Panda, and the Earth Panda will get itself away. It's weird. I didn't actually know you could full staff it, because it is debuff immune, but yeah. Today I learned. But that's, again, just kind of not really coming together for either team that fight, I suppose. Nobody really getting the advantage of each other, and the scoreline is currently 8-9 at 21 minutes into the game. It's quite unusual for Dota in the meta and how it's played at the moment, but here we go.
Feels for me, I'm at a crossroads where I feel like Quest are playing the better Dota right now in how they farm the map, but just because of the Midases and the way that Nigma Galaxy have itemized, they're just building the better net worth lead. And this net worth could be concerning for Quest down the line, because it easily could become the game where it's Medusa plus 4 people trying to give her a good game. Kunkka, Slark, Doom, all easily scaling with 5-digit net worth, about to enter that mark, and Brewmaster, he will be the key component. He is not really able to keep up with everyone else. He went for a Vessel, he went for a Blink Dagger. He's playing quite a sacrificial offlane, and how quickly did his split die in that fight? One Tidebringer from the Kunkka.
That is true.
This is where Nigma Galaxy were maybe content with farming. They've kind of dragged the Brood to play a bit more sacrificial. Corpse had a bad game. We'll see if it pays off. I'm always scared that Medusa will just A-click everyone at the later stages of the game, but...
Me too, man. Me too, but... And also, what... Outside of the context of this game, which would you rather have on your team? A 10k net worth Doom or an 8k net worth Brewmaster?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think I'd always just go for Doom. The thought of deleting a hero sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, Doom also kind of got neutered a little bit in the patch, right? The fact that he doesn't mute now... You're able to suddenly pressure BKB. You can still just use your items. It's kind of crazy, but we have a split.
Atlantic, everything being used on Tim here. He has got the BKB holding onto it for the time being. Disruption comes through, which is going to help out a lot. And again, holding the BKB for such a long time, finally used misses it here, but here comes the damage from TA2000. The swap is out, though. They want to keep him alive, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do. Toby trying to chase him down, and Zantic will finally fall. But Nuba's died in response already. Shad looking around the sidelines for a target. Can't quite connect onto anybody, as the Brewmaster is going to be able to waddle himself out of this engagement. So Quest, they do make the retreat happen. The Holocaust got the Blink Dagger, jumps forward, but can't connect.
Yeah, the value of the SD and the Venge coming in there, keeping the fight drawn out a little bit longer. Sure, both mids go down, and it's actually really hard to say who's meant to win this one. Is it the mid-game timing of Nigma Galaxy? Oh, sorry, of Quest? Actually, who even has a mid-game timing? They're both just farming. They're just two farm lineups hitting each other. It's just an even trade. There's no advantage gained.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Beautiful.
Goddamn, that was a little scary. I like the way the Mud Golem threw a rock at the creep next to him just to absolutely terrify him.
I could have stunned you. But this top tier 1 tower still living is actually incredible. Shad, of course, did disassemble that Echo Saber to complete the Aghanims. He'll then turn the
Oblivion Staff.
Oblivion Staff here. My brain just fully lagged for a second. I was like, the Oblivion Staff into a Mage Slayer to then go for Bloodthorn down the line. It's weird. These fights are, for Nigma Galaxy, they are incredibly tanky. Disruption, Run Buff, BKB on Exantic, Swap. Like, it is really a question of Nigma Galaxy, when they commit to an engagement, if they can execute in the moment and actually kill off a hero during the Doom, during the X mark, they should be able to win the fights. But if they don't execute, yes, they're incredibly tanky, but Medusa will eventually whittle you down. Corp will eventually get the Aghanims to throw multiple Shadow Strikes. So it's a lot of nuisance. And a 7k lead, Nigma Galaxy, they were the greedier to approach this game. And it's kind of paying off. Quest haven't been able to punish it. The Quap, the Brewmaster, never really synced up to get a kill on the side lane.
Yeah, no, it's, we talked about the lack of Nigma Galaxy being able to put a play together, but to be fair, Quest, we haven't really seen them make any real decisive moves on this map either, so both teams being somewhat passive in the way they take the game. Yeah. It is more expected for a Medusa lineup, hence why I've kind of been expecting it, I guess, and not really chastising Quest for not really making the moves in response, but, this is Nigma Galaxy's read on the game, they're not... It's not like they're not making moves because they're failing to do so, but just because that's their take. And yeah, again, we'll have to reserve judgment and see exactly how that takes shape through the game as Kaori just blinks forward to place a ward. Might have been spotted out there. Or runs forward to place a ward, sorry, as Doom blinks away. You can see Kaori, he's really annoying with his warding as Shad jumping forward here onto Omar, trying to get himself a little Rubik kill, and might just be able to do so. Needs a little bit more. There comes some full stuff coming out from Kaori to help out, but Shad, he's not giving up the chase here, and he is going to be able to get the kill. So finally, Shad able to turn something into a kill for him and get those stacks start coming in as well. Now they're looking to kind of increase the engagement here, but there's nothing really to do. And look at Kaori again, just being so damn annoying down the backlines. He's looking to cut the next wave. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do anything about it.
Will he force for it? Oh, doesn't do the damage.
Ooh. Now they see him. Now they know, but he's got that ward, so he immediately TPs himself out. Oh my god, it's so obnoxious. Yeah, over on the other side, they actually catch out Noob. Okay, all right. Luna making the moves.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Slowly hit them at all angles.
Where is the snake
does it
lady?
feel like the same as last game, kind of? But just in regards to the fact that Nigma Galaxy have yet to make like the game-breaking play, right? We can sweep across the map, smoke and get any kill. We haven't looked towards Roshan as well. And the Tier 2000 just got the Scrappy timing again. And okay, they're going for Roshan. They have Wave of Terror, Solar Crest, plenty of ways to hit down this Roshan. Will Quest look to contest this? They aren't really in the area.
Timing on Medusa, like... Oh, they're going to be too slow, though. They're gathering up. They're smoking up. It's very leisurely, pushing out the wave. We'll get there when we get there. No great rush, and, well, they should be rushing, because Roshan is basically already dead. Shad going to get the last hit, steals the Aegis up, and takes the Aegis up, and now they're just going to run straight at him.
They're looking for the fight still. If anyone from Lunar Galaxy TPs elsewhere, then Quest will rush into the area. And this is the Scrappy timing from Medusa. Very powerful for Quest, even into the Aegis. If they can get her to get the clicks off.
Also, another point to mention as well, Depth Shroud are very, very valuable this game versus the Medusa. Everyone just kind of huddle together in the safety of the Depth Shroud and kind of survive, hopefully, through that Stone Gaze duration and not die to the damage. And they are really lacking in damage at the moment on Quest. You know, they have the Queen of Pain, sure, but Medusa, she's just kind of got this Skadi, the Manta. She'll plink, but she won't thwack. Not yet. Especially with the Vengeful Spirit coming into play.
Shad, hello. There's a team here.
Oh, he's chilling. Shout the Chad. Walk into 5 heroes, no worries.
I think who was more surprised? The Slark to find the entire team of Quest, or Quest to see a random Slark?
Yeah, an Aegis Slark. Oh, yep, we're not killing him. But again, reset, smoke, Quest. Reset to them again. They just reset. They went up on the high ground, smoked together. The exact same thing happened. Shad just runs at the ball. Zantic even coming in and takes a chunk out of the tree and protector. X marks in. Boat as well coming on through. Toby, though, he's going to drop the split and try and bring down the Conquer. This isn't the agent target. He has the BKB if he wants to throw it on out here as he actually gets thrown back into the team. But there comes a swap, helping him out. Tier 2000, really, really low here, actually. This Medusa needs to be careful. She's running out of mana, so Stone Gaze used, forcing herself out as Shad, once again, just jumping around in the front line of the fight. And with that run buff running out at Zantic, he needs to run and save all the way home.
Yeah, the run buff keeping alive. He went down to 1 HP, but Quest showcasing the supports and their dominance in these team fights. These 4-staffs are insanely clutch. On top of that, the pushback from the Brewmaster as well, really just keeping Quest in these engagements when you expect them maybe to drop a hero or two. It was, exceptional item usage and spellcasting from Quest to not just get overrun in that fight.
But that said, they did use Split, and they didn't really get much for it. Like, sure, they kept themselves alive in the engagement, but I'm kind of looking at Lunar Galaxy and saying, hey, ball's in your court. Let's see some magic happening. Let's see some moves being made.
Yeah, I expect Lunar Galaxy to, next time, once they make the, Quest have made some good saves, reset for a second, and then try and break down Quest. Of course, because the Zantic went quite low, I don't think they had that desire to continue the chase down. You know, it's all on Lunar Galaxy. Aegis for 2 minutes, yep, they're smoking up. They still have the Doom. Divine Llama was very patient in that engagement. Of course, Stone Gaze on cooldown, Split on cooldown, Overgrowth on cooldown. These spells are coming back up in about 10 seconds time, so only Split should be the one that is unavailable for this fight. Can Lunar Galaxy find the initiation? Can they find the jump? They're throwing in Shad first to get as much vision as possible to give the entry.
Kaori once again given the information, breaking the smoke, being so goddamn annoying. Shad will take some hits from the Medusa, and she ain't no joke. Jucalis, that's not the target you want to get brought down. He's just going to get blasted on the sidelines instead. Shad, though, does connect onto Noob here, but he's got to be careful. Ultimate's actually used early here by the Slark. They're just going to have to back themselves away, and now they got to wait 30 seconds for their Venge to be back up. That means the Aegis is going to be, you know, about 30 seconds from timing out at that point. Quest, they might have done it. They might have been able to survive through the Aegis timing. And when this Aegis is gone, these fights are going to start looking very, very different. Shad's moves are going to start looking very different as well.
You know, I'll happily say, I apologize if I'm phrasing this as if Quest are playing some exceptional game, but when they're 13k down, the fact that their positioning is allowing it to feel like the net worth is even is incredibly commendable. Like, for Lunar Galaxy, they have done a really good job at farming, getting themselves into a point where they have a net worth lead. But you can see how difficult it is for them to take the fight. Like Shad, he's afraid to get into the middle of them. The general consensus on Lunar Galaxy is if they don't find the perfect jump, they make no jump. It might be their undoing. I really hope for their sake they are able to find a window to get into it. But Quest is just demonstrating how defensive positioning really is a mechanic in itself.
Invisibility.
I'm very conflicted about this game, and like, you know, like, yeah, they've got the money on the side of of Nigma Galaxy, and I don't know, no one's come out ahead on any of these fights though. That's the thing, like 11 and 11, 13k gold advantage, okay, sure. I'm really looking for that one fight where things go well for Nigma Galaxy, but I'm not sure what the things to go well are. I guess it's Doom out onto the Brewmaster before he can get off split, and Slark just being able to stay on Noob for a long time to get the kill. And TA2000 just controlled up, I suppose. They've now got, you know, they've got AC. They've also got themselves a full Heaven's Halberd in the Doom's backpack.
Silver is complete on Medusa. Of course, against the SD, you don't want to go for that butterfly that we mentioned earlier. So he's going for a very stat-heavy anti-evasion build. Silver Edge will also help with the Slark. You might argue Shad needs to pick up a little bit of detection now. He's the one leading the charge, but when he breaks his passive, there's either going to be an invisible Medusa or an invisible tree. So a little bit of dust might go in handy to give himself better entry to the fight. We'll see if it pays off. Atlantic and the boys now going towards their Tormentor. It falls in seconds, and Divine Llama is the one gifted with the bonuses. And it did get changed, you know, just gets a little bit of heal from a Scorched Earth, so nothing too crazy, I'd argue.
Yeah, it's kind of rubbish.
Yeah.
It's all right in like a big team fight when you're on top of lots of heroes, and yeah, it's not amazing though. Well, Shad finally able to connect onto Kaori here. Surely this is Kaori going down. Drops the ultimate to try and keep himself alive. This Treant Protector, the boy wants to live. Not a pounce, almost connects. Divine Llama trying to find out. They have to kill him off here, and I think they're going to be able to. TP cancelled. Kaori does finally die. I mean, it's only his third death of the game, and he spent like 90% of his life on the enemy side of the map, delaying, giving information, killing creep waves, so about time, I would say. But now they're going to try and use this to move across the map, smoke up, and find some more.
I was so scared for a second. I was like, if he lives, because there's not detection, but luckily the Slark is carrying the gem. The Venge did, of course, complete the Aghanims and then pass over the gem to the Slark. Detection is no more a problem.
Yeah, and they're looking for the big girl. They're looking for TA2000 on the Medusa. Doom comes down, damage coming in. Slark just smacking away at this Medusa. Her mana is gone, her health is to follow as well. They need a little bit more, and they've got it. Down goes the Medusa, and finally, after 35 long minutes, they finally get their hands on this goddamn snake woman. And that'll be our first death of the game, and a huge sigh of relief for the side of Nigma Galaxy as they're able to make a decisive play in this, and now they can start looking at some objectives as well.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from them. They kill the tree, and instantly it's like, okay, one of the main defensive capabilities is they just run into the jungle. Ooh. And Shad, he's going to keep going. He can feel the game on his side now. He can feel the lead.
Great timing of the BKB, my god, just as the stun connects, BKB comes out, Noob backs himself away, but nevertheless, that's a BKB used, and Medusa's still out of the fight for 50 seconds, so Luna, they will be at the very least taking this tier 2. Now, the Fortify can come out because there's still 2 more tier 2s available, so it's going to be refreshed for the side of Quest. High ground looking very unlikely here for the side of Nigma Galaxy, but that said, their gold lead just blew up.
It's the same 3 cores in the same position pretty much. Like Kunkka, Doom, and Slark from minute, 12 to the rest of the game have just been this awkward block of 3 behind the Medusa. And in doing so, they've just ran away with the net worth. The Brewmaster, we did say, because of his Vessel Blink build, he probably will be left behind. And he's now 10,000 gold behind, even more, 12,000 gold behind his counterpart of the Doom. Of course, you expect Doom to have more gold. Quest, they've been defensive for this entire game. Late to both Roshans, if anything. The first Roshan, they contested it about 8 seconds late. This time around, easily going to be, 15 plus seconds late to the engagement. Will they look to continue to take the fight? Most likely not. The Doom is back online.
It's high ground time, baby. Quest's going to have to play the mice on this map, run themselves around and try not to get caught for the next 5 minutes as Slark with an Aegis is going to be constantly running at you, trying to find you. And talking of which, Noob has been found by Xantic here. Xantic going to use the Torrent Vision to get off the X marks. So Noob going to be able to BKB, TP away.
Yo, we're in for a long one, mate. You ready? Click on the Treant Protector. What did Boss Man just buy? Hell yeah. We're going to be here for an hour.
Oh my god, okay. I mean, I said earlier, didn't I? I said earlier, we are cursed. I know it's going to happen. I've already accepted it a long time ago. I will embrace the length of this game. Here you go.
Yep. I think Quest have just accepted that they can't even position defensively anymore because of just the lead that they have. Slark is destroying the map in his ability to always find a hero to kill if they look for it. And yeah, Kyrie, he's going to have to sneak around the edges of the map. Oh, they just missed the dust. We're going to have to commentate this after the next half hour.
Can't keep getting away with it. Overgrowth on the creep wave as well.
Oh,
it doesn't even kill it.
Doesn't really kill it. Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Really awkward.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But I mean, kind of just proves the state they're in, that, you know, they're ulting to weaken creep waves at this point. Like,
and now he's throwing his body on the line too. Like,
yeah. And TP away. Yeah. All right, Kaori. You're just such an annoying guy. He's such an annoying tree. But I want to say something here as well. Like, I think what's really impressed me about Luna Galaxy is like their commitment to their ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Like, clearly they had this conversation at the start of the game. We can go late. We can get these Midases. We can fight Quest. We don't need to be scared of this Medusa. We have the answers. And they all committed to that idea. And, you know, we're worrying about, like, their timings and, you know, letting the Medusa get away with it too much. They must be worried about it as well. Like, they're obviously having that conversation, especially after game one with the Nagasaran. So the fact that they're willing to come together, commit to this idea so heavily, and make this kind of thing happen for them is, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy and a great sign for this team.
Yeah. I think my concerns came from the fact that it's like if you farm this much and then mis-execute, you suddenly give the game back in. But I think the fundamental difference in game 1 to game 2, with this one, they got 2 Roshans for free. And they're being the greedier team with the Midases in the farm that they're trying to go for. And that alone just gives you such a good position to be in. Rubik getting jumped. He does have the 4 stuff onto the high ground, but Slark with the Aghanims can chase you to the end of day.
Dire's middle tower
Yep.
is under attack.
He's got the axe, he's got the gem. He's an annoying little fishy. Your map is starting to feel very small indeed. Brewmaster just bought a Midas. What is happening?
They're playing for
They're
the
running up the high ground and Homie's like, hold on, I need my Midas.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Kunka, level 25, -2 second on the Highbringer with the Penta Edge Sword, Satanic Silver Edge AC. As Xantic wants to get out of this game, he can chunk through this living armor as if it's not even there.
Meanwhile, they've managed to find the Doom out onto the Queen of Pain here, so Davai Lama just takes down a quap. I think Fiolico is helping out with that one. No, she's had Illusion Ring. That makes more sense. Jump in. Toby. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Their Rax is being destroyed, and they've literally bought a Midas as they were running up the high ground. Oh man, what a read on this game, which Quest have. We talked about Luna being a bit greedy and playing a bit slow, and Quest are like, oh, 41 minutes, we're at the start of the game.
The fun has just begun. I mean, Quest, they are one of the teams that can make incredible comebacks. I would be surprised if this one would be it.
Yep, bye-bye Ducalis. Big swap coming out. Sure, the damage resistance helped him out a bit, but ultimately is going to get brought down, but he has a negative scepter. He don't give no dams. Avalama jumping in. Slark, gotta be a little careful on the sidelines here. I mean, Tier 2000 does have the Silver Edge, so not lacking in damage like she used to be, so they will respect the Snake Lady and get themselves back.
At what point do we discuss rapiers? I haven't cast a single game of Western Europe without a rapier being in it so far.
Single series, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be queued up by TA 2000 in a minute. I don't know, anything else you need? BKB? What are you saying? Oh, it's Xantic.
No. I mean for the Medusa.
Thank God.
That would be lit, though. He's going for Daedalus, like... Delete... Okay, Blade Mail gets swapped out for Daedalus. Phase Boots gets removed for Rapier. That's what
We're predicting the ending inventories of all these heroes. Yes, Tier 2000 will have 3 Rapiers, a Skadi,
They're 30k down, and they're the ones smoking up, no, man. This is just... And Luna Galaxy, they're reading this. They're fully aware. Look at they're in their own base. 42 minutes in, 30k up. They're not being greedy. This is just an exceptional read.
Well, I mean,
I don't know
yeah,
if they call it on a ward or something, but
pretty sick.
Radiant's middle
Llama grabs it out. I mean, quests do need to get out on the map because they need to be able to use these Midases. So
that is true. They need to be effective. What is the XP saying for? Okay, level 19. We're getting there. If you look at the hero levels, you can kind of see why though. Like Brute and Tree both picked up the late game Midas, and look at where they are in regards to the game levels. It is very starved for both of these heroes.
Yeah.
For your offlane to be lower lower level than both of the supports, that's probably when you can pick it up. Worst case, you'll look like you had a better game by the end of the scoreboard.
That's all that matters.
Tier
Talk about getting up for teams. Maybe they just look at scoreboards and go, yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
you did all right. Wasn't his fault.
Oh, okay, Swift Blink. So Tier 2000 has put Swift Blink into his quick buy.
tower is under
I was trying to work out, like, where's he going to go with this? And they've got Lincoln's queued up on Quap. Lincoln's queued up on Tree and Protector. So they're going to triple Lincoln's Lotus Orb the Medusa. Hope she can stand her ground and take the fight. That will help prevent X-Mark, the Doom. Little Trickster's Cloak on Tier 2000. Well, yeah, wow. Okay, you can see from the neutral items, they really are trying to survive. Trickster Cloak for the Medusa, double Ninja Gear for the Brute and the Quap. That just allows them to get onto the map. And Kaori, inefficient with his Philly Stone, not gaining the extra gold now, just keeping that robe in, of course. That is annoying Scriff immensely. Gee, that crit.
There we go. Torment at the full. Duke Alice is going to grab it this time around. Magic Missile now bouncing. This is a great one. This is very annoying in fights. Better than the Doom, at least.
Oh, yeah, Ninja Gear on Doom. And now it mutes, so all this kite ability removed now. We're back to the good old Doom.
Yep.
What a split push. Overwhelming Blink. Is that still bugged? I need to keep track of that, actually. So the bug was it didn't do the bonus strength damage. It just did the flat damage. So we'll see if it is bugged or not.
So do 100 damage, right?
Yeah. Oh, dropping mangoes. Hey, come get your tasty mango, please. Wait, guys, there's a mango tree in the game. We gotta kill it. Said someone who forgot about patches.
If only. Bring back Mango Tree. It's the one thing I want. I miss it. The Mango Tree strats.
Fake people would place it in their base. The real homies would put it on the map for vision.
Hell yeah. A little grove in the tree line to send your couriers to go and collect your mangoes.
Free. It's better when it was free vision on Roshan, and then the support would find it without a quelling blade and be like, "Oh God, guys, come here! Someone run over to the Roshan pit."
Radiant are scattered.
Need some deforestation, please. Well, this ward is going to reveal that Nigma Galaxy were smoking here, so there'll be no question about where they are on the map right now. Just want to point out as well, I don't know if you missed this, but Conker actually didn't end up going for the Daedalus. He actually went for a Heart instead. So Xantic's going to be even tankier. Heart and Satanic.
And yeah, Boots of Travel on top of that. He is hyper mobile, ready to find any pick. And all the Lincolns.
Oh, mid lane.
Divine
Jump in
Armor.
from Davai Lama into a bunch of heroes here. And yeah, Doom onto the Lincolns. Unfortunate.
It was a recent pickup though, so you could argue that was the revealed Divine Llama. Playing the most of the game without seeing the Lincolns in play, and yep, there it is.
You got to be quick. The moment you see that opportunity, it's about to disappear. You just need to go in, drop the Doom, and probably clicks on him as he was dooming it and went, oh, crap. Unfortunate.
No boots on Medusa. She went for the butterfly. With the Lincolns, maybe disruption isn't too much of a threat.
Oh, damn.
Roshan has spawned top, and Nigma Galaxy didn't rush their way there. If there was ever a fight for Quest to win, down by 30k gold.
Up and down. Run, Duke Alice, run. And Shad walks into them again.
Okay, seen Roshan.
I love how these two teams play around each other so carefully, you know, like it's all a game of vision, a game of positioning, and then Shad just runs into 5 heroes all the time, just like, hello everyone, it's me.
Yes, the Slark effect is truly beautiful.
See this? Like, everyone's like, oh, who's going to hit the wave first? Who's going to go in? And actually,
They didn't
Not
dewater the
happening
wall
again.
behind them. They don't have a gem. Nigma Galaxy well aware of the quest positioning right now.
yeah. They
Have
know
vision
these
all
moves.
around them. They're in quite a choke point.
This is the Roche fight, don't forget. You'd be forgiven forgetting about Roshan, as he has not really been much of a factor this game, but he's got a refresher shard on him now, so
They're just going for it.
yeah, they're going in. They want to force them to fight around them. If they can just fight the fireman engagement where they can't jump in, but the Doom comes out onto the Medusa. It's a big target. Overgrowth comes down, but Shad doesn't care. Purges himself and just continues smacking away into the Medusa, down to 800 mana, but they need a little bit more. Are they going to be able to burn through her? They get down to the soft innie center, and now they'll take down the Medusa. She is gone.
She's buybacking as well.
She needs to. They feel like they cannot give up this fight as Shad finds another on the sidelines. Omar gets brought down, has the buyback available as they'll start unloading onto the Kunkka here. But Kunkka, he's a big tanky boy. He's got a heart. He's got a satanic,
Swap.
and the swap's got to come through to help him out as well. Stone Gaze is there. There is no more Doom to control at this Medusa, do not forget. So she's got a much freer time this time around. It's the Oracle caught on the sidelines here. Has the Aeon Disc, use it to get away. Shad still hanging out in this engagement as the poor old Ventral Spirit Illusion is just going to get absolutely murdered by TA2000. And yeah, those illusions are actually doing so much work from the Shadow Demon. The Oracle just TA2000, you know, this is the thing. You go for this butterfly, and this is what you accept. As Shad jumps in again, just trying to find Noob, just trying to find the Queen of Pain. Silenced up for the time being, but did get off the Shadow Dance in time, so we'll be all right. As once again, oh my god, Kaori almost gets smacked by a Xantic. X-Marks is out. He's just sitting on the front lines here, challenging Medusa to come and fight him and give them information. That's what they want from this. They have found Noob on the backlines. Devi Lama and Theolica surrounding the Queen of Pain. Should be able to finish her off. She blinks out. Meanwhile, over on the sidelines, Toby gets finished off by Shad and Xantic as they team up together, and Noob will fall. Now they can look to get back into the pit, but they want to first oust the heroes from the area. TA2000 and Omar smoked up, just running themselves down the south side of the map, trying to get that safe TP away. And it looks like they will be able to do exactly that.
So much kiting from Quest, but Nigma Galaxy was just laughing in the face of their opponent. Sure, please, run away from us, hug the top side of the map, but we're just going to hit you down. They've got a heart, the Satanic on Kunkka, he could tank up everything, Shad as well. At no point were the cores on Nigma Galaxy ever put in a position of nearly dying. And the buybacks, what was it, 4 buybacks? No, 3 buybacks used, sorry, there from Quest, in the hope to get something. You could see their plan was to get to the Roshan pit, eat through the big spells, the Doom, the boat, and then look to take that secondary fight, but they just don't have the damage compared to the immense 43,000 net worth lead side of Nigma Galaxy, where they laugh. This is...
A game
I don't
of
think
economy.
I've seen a game where 3 cores have always been in the same kind of block of net worth. Like Doom, Kunkka, Slark, at no point have I seen them suddenly spread apart where dire cores have entered in between them. It's just been 3 big boys scaling throughout the entire game. 50 minutes
3
in, nearly
besties
50,000
hanging out.
gold lead. Yeah, they're besties for sure. Besties looking at a game 3 against Quest in the upper bracket.
Huge. Honestly, huge for this team. Like, no one was expecting these guys to run particularly deep. You know, I think a lot of people probably had them bombing out of the upper bracket straight away, but they impressed us once, and now, well, at least in this game too, they're on track to impress us again and bring us to a 3rd game against Quest, which only so many times we can say it. Top 4 at a major.
Yeah, 2000 now queued up the Rapier. He's
Finally.
desperate for some damage.
Oh yeah, we
God.
should have known too. This game can't end until this game can't end until we have a Rapier. Yeah, he's doomed up, in some trouble here. Buyback could be available even if he goes down here. Only 185 gold, but they are able to keep him alive. And the Slark taking some heavy hits. I mean, he's got this Aegis. Heals coming out onto him as well, so he's going to be all right for the time being. See, this is where things get awkward. How do Luna go to the high ground?
That's where part of me was wondering why Quest actually contested this Roshan. If they held their buybacks for the base defense, if they kept the Medusa in a position of farm, don't allow SD to disrupt, because she opted to go for that quick butterfly. Okay, go for the fight. Contest Roshan. I bought butterfly. Go, go, go. But then it's like SD's laughing. Like, amazing. I now have evasion on my illusions. Interesting choice from Quest. I think in certain games, if the net worth was closer, that's an incredible call to make, to kite out the fight, to play on the fact that it's a nighttime Roshan with your outpost, with the TP advantage. is maybe also one of the factors why they went for it. And now, yeah, like you said, Lunar Galaxy trying to go high ground. Their draft doesn't hit buildings. It's Kunkka basically does it by himself, to be fair. He is so strong. He could probably, like he did in the mid lane, replicate that again. But they kind of want the kills. They're looking for the pick before they go for the building. I don't think the ending of this game is as complicated as it really sounds. It should be as simple as go and hit the base, but Lunar Galaxy aren't opting to do that right now.
I mean, that's a lot, right? Like, there's the Medusa, there's the Stone Gaze, there's the Treant Protector as well. Like, if you get caught in an awkward position with Overgrowth upon you, then Medusa is going to make short work of this team, right?
Yeah, you'd say that, but she's got...
And they also have a 48k
the
gold advantage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm trying to factor in the fact they're at 50,000 gold nomad. Here we go.
It's fair. It's antique. They're going to need
Look
more
at
than a
the
couple
damage.
of clicks to bring him down. Yeah. That said, though, the slows, the swap, it's going to need to be there. And it is. Ducalis comes in big. Ooh, it even gets a D-ward here, but Ducalis should be dropping here for the first time, although in comes a Cheese actually healing him straight away back up again. But Quest just very disciplined, holding their high ground. Here comes the Torrent Storm from the Kunkka.
You are
100 leagues of dry land couldn't keep these seas at bay. Don't ask me, that's the description for the Torrent Storm. And some Brewlings coming in just to give a bit of vision. Toby just saying what's up. Still has the Void Panda all the way back, so very safe.
Koro just tanking.
Nice
would have been
economy
clutch.
Tormentor. Love to see it.
So Kaori put the grasp on the Tormentor, so there was a very small chance he could have got a tick of damage to actually take that Tormentor. It's the small plays made, but when you're down 50k gold, you got to appreciate all of them. Maybe I'm just a big fan of Treant Protector and Tormentors over the last couple of days as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's a special place in our hearts for that.
What's the win probability saying right now?
Yeah, that's something we've really looked at a whole lot.
No, it's like, yeah, I think 95, 94%, I think it said. Yeah.
94% at a 48k goal advantage.
Which is kind of crazy, right? Maybe Dota Plus really likes Medusa.
That is wild. Well,
To not
maybe
be at
just 'cause the Aegis
99.
ran out.
I think Tier 2000 needs to get this Rapier, surely. Send your Curry out. Forgo the buyback.
And here's something we haven't seen a whole lot of. What I like to call the bungee cord maneuver.
Yep. Tell me more.
X marks onto the Slark, send him up the high ground, hit some buildings whenever he gets in trouble, pull that cord. It's not really how bungee jumping works, but...
Doesn't this make you uncomfortable that the team up by 50k gold is having to do this to Siege? Is there not something like, deep inside of you that like makes you just shiver inside?
Yeah, I sympathize very deeply with Nigma Galaxy here. We've all been there.
I actually, for a second, you said Nigma Galaxy. I was like, wait, what?
No, they're not in these qualifiers.
No, I know, yeah, they're not. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Rest in peace. Bless up.
All right, come on, man. Buy the Rapier.
Mon Medusa, I'm not sure how she does. they've got this secret shop kind of surrounded at this point.
It's true. I just feel if they don't have the Rapier for when Lunar Galaxy gets the confidence to go high ground, that's when it'll be this debate of, oh, I wish we had it, I buy back, oh, I still don't have it. Like, I think there needs to be some plan in play to get these items onto the Dusa. And also, now what are you swapping out? Do you want to get rid of your Manta for that? Even when you're against the threat of the push, it's non-committal wave clear. Or you get rid of your Silver Edge that gives you the crit, the Hurricane Pike for the kite from the Slark. It's not a simple, oh, this is the item I remove from my Rapier.
Yeah. And this is the biggest nerf for Quest here as well.
Yo, Shad, sorry, hold up. He's got his 2 Midas charges available in his backpack. Come on, man. Are you really waiting for the 60-minute free double tier 5s? That's some gold. That's some economy. Look, you got butterfly refresher. You got so much stuff to live for.
No, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Save it for the 60-minute. Get the 2 neutrals. Sell it. That's lit.
And that's
also got
my
a
quest.
Why are you
27
offended
minutes
by
ago.
the Midas when he's got
all
the mango
Midases.
in his backpack? What is the mango
Wait, who?
doing in his backpack at 57 minutes?
Wait, that's the one from the bot. Oh, it's not. No, it's still. So the Radiant Tier 1 tower, if we look there quickly, there's still a mango on the ground there. Radiant Tier 1, that's the Tier 2.
Scanning.
There it is. We have 2 mangoes in play.
There's also another mango over in the middle of the dire jungle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
To the left.
Spot the mango with Scriff. There we go. That's a good one.
Someone's been littering with their shovel.
Maybe they're trying to plant them.
Yes, after 70 minutes, the game bugs out and it does become something different. There's 2
the
wisdom
mango
runes on the
trees,
side
dude.
of
They're trying to
Radiant.
bring
Hold
back
up.
mango trees.
No. There are 2 wisdom runes on the Radiant side. Why?
Oh.
Do you think Quest at any point would accidentally bump into... I mean, there's a lot of levels, but 2 wisdom runes for Quest, that's big. It's
Yeah.
impossible to get there, I feel. You'd need to really have a purpose, but Nigma Galaxy, they just don't care. They are keeping Quest in their base. They clearly are maybe waiting for the tier 5 neutral items. Of course, I will always say the team behind Book of the Dead helps because you can push out and farm without sending your hero. The team ahead, and what do they really need?
Has been killed.
What on earth would you need with 50,000 gold lead? A Stygian Desolator to help chip through the buildings? But at this stage of the game, an extra lane of racks or mega creeps, it really doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
helps for sure, but it's
starting
not
to
as if
feel
it's
that way.
it's not the crippling blow. Mirror Shield for Medusa will be very good for her. Even the Ex Machina, potentially.
Yeah, Ex Machina pretty sick. Maybe... Yeah. Oh, she's trying... Something exciting happening, guys. Medusa
happening?
is trying to get the courier to the secret shop. In
Lock
order to
on
pick
that
up a
courier.
rapier.
Where is it? Describe
Yeah,
where it is.
I would have
then,
thought the same too. We're not
Where
going to
is
tell
it?
him. Don't give him any hints. Don't give him any hints.
Okay, fair enough.
Come on, Scriff.
Find the courier, Scriff.
Medusa, that's Doom's courier.
Oh, there it is. Yep, they're not there, Scriff.
Not there.
Oh. Where,
Hey! Well done. Well done.
But
might
they have
make
vision
it.
on the courier.
Oh, the Oracle sees it.
Oh,
Oh, run.
Why are there more mangoes and
I didn't
sounds?
buy anything. Oh no. Where's it going now?
Are scanning.
It's the Yolacor. We found the culprit. He's the one shoveling around the map.
Oh, he's got his shovels. He's been layering his mangoes everywhere.
Yeah, he's got a Trista cloak and a backpack shovel, and he's just littering the entire map with mangoes and just crap. Either way, Medusa's still trying to get her
It's
courier.
terrible.
Could you send it to Radiant? Wouldn't this be logical just to send it diagonally
Oh
across the
shit!
map
Tier
right now?
6, tier 5s, tier 5s. Also
Oh,
that.
that's way more important. Okay, what's
So
happening?
yeah, Courier's just chilling. Medusa
Oh,
has
pirate
been
hat.
able to get a
Oh, mirror
pirate-
shield.
How?
Okay.
How did she get a mirror shield? Oh, the
course.
Kaori's out on the map getting some
Yeah.
farm, getting some
Are
creeps.
scanning.
They got Midases. They're
Midas
instantly
is
getting
going
them.
to town. All right.
But more importantly, okay, so Toby gets the pirate hat. When you're down 50k gold, that really can help you get back into it. I'd argue maybe double pirate's hat might be beneficial. And they got the rapier through the
did it.
chaos of the tier 5s.
Ooh, yeah, they did it. Noob even coming out to bodyguard that courier as well. Make sure it makes it home. Godspeed, noble courier.
Oh.
Oh, Noob in some trouble. There's the Book of Shadows though, going to work, but he's going to need a little bit
Back up
more than
again.
that. Yeah, it does have a very low cooldown, and there we go. Book of Shadows being used once again, but all right, that is going to Dooma. Fair enough. Get the kill. On to the quad. Noob daring to come out a little bit too far, and yeah, does indeed wisely ping out there his vision on this high ground. Is this the invitation which Nigma Galaxy need to come up this high ground?
Well, first of all, let's digest the neutral items. This is very important. Roshan going to be falling to Nigma Galaxy. They've got themselves the Mirror Shield onto the Slark, the Ex Machina on Atlantic. So we're going to be seeing double BKB, Satanic, Silver Edges, a Giant's Ring on Venge. She's already just a body in the fight, so might not have had better options.
Make
And
that
on
body
the flip
bigger.
side, even bigger. Seer Stone for Fiolacor, that's really important to find the backlines, even though you know they're going to be in their base, but I guess it high value.
Where could they be? We'll use a Seer Stone to find out. They're setting under their tier 4.
Double pirate. Nice. They actually got double pirate hat. That is the makings of a true comeback potential. I'm probably not going to happen, but again, I'm down for this timeline. 60,000 gold lead at the 62-minute mark. Surely now Nigma Galaxy can break the base of Quest. Quap alive in 36 seconds. Will she use her buyback?
With the rapier, they're going to have to use a depth shout here to get themselves out, but getting themselves out is going to be the plan. Toby has to be a little bit careful. These Brewlings will just absolutely pop if you keep them all together like this. So, yeah, caution is being shown. And yeah, even throughout all of this, the Olico's still being really careful, just be on the back lines as much as possible. Disruption actually used here, so the Medusa's going to feel a bit more comfortable about coming a little further forward as the Slark actually pops the ultimate here just to get some more hits off onto the buildings. I mean, sure, okay, range barracks down. Again, we've already spoken about this. There's just not that much to be gained from the barracks being in other than constant pressure on the base, so if they ever do decide to leave it, Quest won't be able to stay out for long, but ultimately that's not a realistic prospect at the moment. When you're 60k gold behind these, the sides of your base may as well be brick walls. You are not
Tier 2000. He sold his Lincolns. With the Doom having Ags, he doesn't really care about trying to pop it anymore.
Yeah, the 10 Lincolns as they've bought on the side of Quest suddenly, all just turning to dirt.
Not good. Yeah. Co-op didn't have to use buyback there. They only lost the range racks, and God, what a weird and wacky, wonderful end to the potential of this game.
Ooh, they're trying to split. New strategies coming out from Luna as Shad just smacking away up on the top side. Quest, do they commit to a fight?
Oh, Shad, you gotta be careful there, buddy.
I mean, he's got the Aegis. He's just looking to hit some buildings. Omar trying to catch him out with the stolen tidal wave, but not going to do the work as the buildings are starting to crumble. Bottom barracks starting to fall. But Venge getting low once again. Has the cheese and also the butterfly for some reason.
Oh, we got Stone Gaze.
Taking hits. There we go. Swap comes out. Chalice stunned up. Does have the Aghanim, so even if he dies here, we'll be coming back. And there's a Torrent Storm coming on through as well, holding back Quest for the time being. Chalice finally going to fall, but also trying to bring down Kaori in the process. Kaori very low indeed, but in comes the Book of Shadows, doing the work to keep him alive. And throughout all of this, they only got a range barrack. So, yeah.
Look at the net worth. The pirate hats are kicking in. There's this little bump going towards Quest. And I mean, it's really small. Like a really, really small bump. But
hey,
bump
another 65 minutes and they're back in this team. We're looking at an even game.
Dyer's courier killed.
I'd love to know what the vibes are for people watching right now. Is it like, Nigma Galaxy have won, why am I watching? Or are they like actually truly emotionally invested and really think Quest can come back in? I'm at a middle state right now. I really don't know. They're so scared to hit their buildings. Even when they take one side, then it simplifies the game for Quest, because now they just need to defend one set of racks. There won't be any split push.
You know, we're gonna hide it. Like, a comeback from Quest would be fucking sick, but also for Nigma Galaxy to then lose this game, have to go down to the lower bracket after losing like a 80-minute game in that fashion.
It's soul destroying.
Whoa, man, yeah. That's going to be a tough series to come back into, the qualifiers to come back into and find the mental strength.
If Quest win this, they win TI. It's how the script works. You know, they need the true side to have some juicy content, and it's all going to start here from this very game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, True Sight. I'm sure they'll put that in, right?
Hi, yeah, hello.
Hello, True Sight. We're in a 66-minute game. 17k gold on this Medusa. You got to be asking the question, at what point do you start giving the farm to someone else? But that's the problem. You can't really go and give it to anyone else because they'll just die if they try and go for these waves.
Yeah, and it's not as if these heroes continue to scale. Like a Brewmaster at this stage of the game, his pandas will still die quite quickly to a Tidebringer. You could argue maybe a Hex, but there's so many saves with the Venge swap, the SD disruption. It's really just an awkward game to need to come back into. And on top of that, you got a Treant Protector with a Midas as well. Like, what's he really going to buy to help the team out? Like an Ags?
Yeah.
There's a Slark. Unfortunately for Quest, their high ground hold really is just... And the Theater, he got all the wisdom. He is such a smart cookie.
Oh, he did it. Finally. How many was that? 3? Oh my god,
Yeah.
he's so wise.
Dude, Rubik's level 19 at 67 minutes.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky. Brew's not even hit 25 yet. He's had a Midas for nearly half an hour of the game.
Yeah, that's a kind of good one as well. Like the Cinder Brew Fear would be kind of amazing this game. Oh, here we go. Doom comes down, but onto whom? I don't really know. And
Rubik's done
the
it.
Slark is doomed. Oh
They killed him
no!
off.
Oh dearie me, this isn't how things were meant to go. Finally, I mean, Quest find a way to fight back into the side of Lunar Galaxy, and with their Slark dead, there's no way of fighting into this. Ducalis, he's going to be going down the twice here, once on his hero and once on the clone, and all of a sudden, Quest, they get to leave their base. They're looking around them, they're going, wow, look at these beautiful lands we haven't seen in years.
And so it begins. Nomad 12,000 gold back in the way of Quest. They were down 56k, and it all starts because Amar stole the Doom. Like, I didn't even know he had it. Doom didn't even use Doom, so that was from the previous fight that we just didn't see. And Amar
Dire are
catches him off guard. He's still gonna. Oh, he instantly starts swap after, but the line continues to fall.
Very gently, very gently. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Still a lot of Dota to be played, but yeah,
The
that was
line
worrying.
continues to fall.
There's no way. Don't do it to him. But Quest, the hope is there for them, that's for sure. And I think Tier 2000 just got the backup rapier. Yep, there you go. Inside the courier, that sacred relic sitting locked. So if she does die, she's going to have the buyback, and then she's going to have another rapier sitting ready and waiting. And even another, in fact. So, oh man, I'm so nervous for both of these teams as well. Like, and I guess the Quest just aren't really playing for much at this point. Like, they've got a win under their belt. They've already been behind for such a long time. Like, they're just vibing.
Yeah, this will be the game where you'll load up the replay a week later and you'll go, you know what? We could have taken the racks at minute 27 or 33 or... And there are so many points of change that this game could occur, but we are blessed with a 70-minute game. This is the truest form of Dota. I have zero complaints with it. And I gotta ask chat, I need some help. All right, what's the vibe saying right now? All right, who's winning? D2 Hustlers, not D2 Hustlers. That's Lunar Galaxy. Lunar Galaxy, press 1, Quest, press 2. I need to see who's right and wrong because I can't tell who's going to win this game. If it was way too torn, I need to get the vibes of chat. Maybe that will help a team out. Let's see what the vibes are in down the line. Whew.
We can, imagine if we get some like graphic there. Then again, with the delay, that wouldn't really work.
I mean, this game's lasting
Tormentor.
half hour. We
Haven't
got
seen one of
time,
these in
boss.
a while. Got to be a little careful, but there you go. Yay, money!
And a second rapier already prepared for Medusa, so if she does need to buy back, she can just disassemble and create that one. And the thing is with this net worth lead, it is relatively fake in regards to the scaling, right? Azantic, we've seen him have these items for nearly, 20 minutes of the game? It's not as if he's entering fights with different pickups and different changes, and the same thing with the Slark. He's still having to hold the gem due to the invisibility of Quest, and it's maybe hindering his ability to kill off the Rex or do extra bits of damage. Like 70-minute Slark being your gem holder, especially with like a Searstone in play, maybe you could argue that's different. And every single hero on the side of Radiant has an Axe, has a Shard, Moon Shard on the Slark as well. What are they going to do with this one?
They all consumed their Ags? Oh, Theolical hasn't consumed his Ags. There we go. Nice.
Consume it. Yum. And now,
Sell it.
please
I know you
pick
like
up your Axe
littering,
and sell it.
Theolical. I know you like littering.
Oh, he's
but-
sending his courier out. Okay,
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
not
just
crazy
leaving it.
like that.
He is littering, though, because if you want to update the map, right, there's still the Mango at the Radiant Tier 1. There's still plenty of stuff at the Ancient, but there's a team fight breaking out. Who cares?
Yeah, Curry kind of go. Oh, nice tidal wave brings Doom down onto the low ground, but again, that Book of Shadows just going to work. The Medusa, she is out of the base. She's stuck her snaky head out of the base. Can they catch her out? In comes Davai Lama, looking for the Doom, looking for the Spores, brings down Kaori, moving on to Omar as well here, but Omar, he's managed to get the lift off onto himself, but can't get the throwaway due to the Doom coming out, but the Yules is out onto Davai Lama from that pesky Brewlings, and they will be able to escape back up onto their safe zone. How dare you, Quest? You're not allowed to leave your base. You're not allowed to take fights outside your base.
Why did they leave their base? Whew, they're very spooky.
That's all right. They learned their lesson. Back up to a 50k gold advantage, though, for the side of Lunar Galaxy. What do you think they're talking about? Because they're not allowed to listen to podcasts or anything on the side of Quest. That's not... As we all know, that's not allowed, so...
I think team comms right now, you would expect the communication to already be at that point of, this is how we win the fight, and they already have that kind of in the back of their minds, and they're just pushing out the wave. So I would honestly expect it to be quite quiet communication, and if the opportunity presents itself, it's like, Slark's available, I've caught the Slark, you know, it's basic stuff like that. I think if you're trying to talk about wishy-washy stuff right now, you would probably allow Windows to get surprised. They're coming back up. This is another
Doom
attempt
available
at the
again in
rack.
10 seconds. It's what they need. And Zantic getting to work. This time he is the Aegis holder because they believe he is the one who can go in and hit some towers. Nice tidal wave from the Rubik, bringing back Davai Lama, and now the Scream coming through as well. The Swamp's gonna have to be there to keep Zantic safe. Davai Lama still looking pretty low here. He's got that Doom available, but silenced up for the time being, so cannot get it off as Ducalis in the middle of everything right now. Might be going down, but he's pretty damn tanky. He's got a butterfly, he's got a cheese. Can keep fighting up into this one, and Coyote's gonna die. No buyback on the tree and protector. Rubik also in some trouble, trying to make it back to the Phantom, but Davai Lama claims his soul, and now moves back towards Toby. Toby's dead as well, and no split available when he comes back. This is bad. This might be it for Quest. How do they fight into this at this point? That is a question. The Mega Creeps are in. Zantic is low. Aegis still in hand, though. Shad just trying to hold his ground here. Heal up inside that depth rat. It's the only cause found on the sidelines here. They need to stop him getting off that disruption out onto the Medusa. That has to be stopped. And now, well, he's actually going to disrupt himself. Aeon Disc is there, but disruption stolen from the Rubik, I believe. But that's going to give him a chance to try and blink away. Theolico with the Blink Dagger. Schmoving around this fight right now, and actually it might be Noobs who's in some trouble. The X-Mark gets out on him just before that Book of Shadows comes on down. No BKB, no chance of survival. Down goes Noob as well. Buyback is available on the Queen of Pain. The Lunar Galaxy, they might have smelt the end of this. They might have smelt a chance of finally putting a dagger into the heart of Quest. Can they do it? Ancient exposed Quest holding.
The train doesn't have buyback. Kunko so much control in these fights. They also got the Mega Creeps during that engagement.
Yep.
You'd expect Lunar Galaxy to now go for the final blow. It's going to be a 4v5. Quap needs to buy back to keep herself in this game. They're already onto the Medusa.
They are indeed. Now Medusa has buyback and a rapier ready, but in comes the first fortify, but this is the only fortify they're going to have on the side of Quest. My question is, do they just go for it? Do they just go for the Ancient, ignore the heroes? Can they afford to? TA2000 doing a ton of damage in the middle of this. Trying to fight up into her is not really proven too good. Davai Lama losing his health, might be going down. Mana kind of low on the Medusa. Disruption comes down once again. Constant disruption over and over again. Her own illusions doing a ton of work. The swap back onto TA2000. She's trying to slither back to the safety of her throne, and she's going to be able to because the side of Lunar Galaxy have actually backed themselves away.
I'm surprised she hasn't just created that second rapier. I feel like an extra bit of surprise damage could be enough, but Lunar Galaxy again showing some discipline. They were able to eat through that first fortification. It's on cooldown now for 4 minutes. So the argument might be, let's reset, go again. I think,
go. Yeah.
Like Kunka, he really is just crushing the fights right now, and his ability to get into the middle of the fight with the Torrent Storm, the Tidal Waves, the Ghost Fleet, he is providing so much annoyance that Quest can't reposition. And on top of that, Davai Lama on the Doom. At this stage of the game, he's easily going to be catching multiple heroes. He's level 30. He applies Break. He applies Mute. He is the Doom of all Dooms.
He really is.
Quest. They've got one fight left to protect their Ancient. Will Lunar Galaxy farm for another Aegis? Will Quest be able to defend their Ancient? Find out in this 90-minute episode of Dota 2.
Yeah. But first, a quick word from our sponsors. No, I'm kidding. TA2000 though, I mean, he's got this Monkey King bar and also this Divine Rapier. Now, my concern is, does he actually do enough damage to defend the throne? Considering it's on full HP at the moment, I think he should, but there will come a point in this game, I believe, where TA2000 has to commit to the second Rapier before he's got to buyback, because they could just all in for this.
You have to respect the living armor in these scenarios. Like the extra armor, the extra heal, it's going to be the small things that will factor into this defense.
It's great.
Fresh is now being picked up. Noob, double Hex, double Sonic Wave, The pushback
has
of Sonic
as
Wave will
well.
also be very important. It's a
Yeah.
triple melee core lineup. So to get onto this Ancient, they're all going to be in proximity of an Overgrowth, a Fade Bolt, the Sonic Wave pushback. There's a lot of ways for Quest to at least prolong the life of their Ancient. But without fortification, they are victim to if Nigma Galaxy wants to go for it or not.
Yeah, they just need to have enough damage to bring down the heroes before they can bring down their Ancient. You know, that's what it comes down to.
T2000 having in his MKB. Still, the Rapier disassembled in his backpack.
Yeah.
I think he needs to make it. He needs just the damage. I don't know if a buyback will give him enough time to even position himself to defend.
That's the
They're
thing,
going
right?
in
If he
already.
dies once, the Ancient's just going to drop, and now they jump forward here onto TA2000. They've got everything. The Doom's coming down, everything being thrown at the Medusa right now. All spells being used here as the Medusa is low on mana, but not low on health just yet, but now it comes through. Oh my god, the Torrent Storm just throws her up into the air. Ancient is starting to take a little bit of damage here. Ducalis actually picking up the Rapier and going to work on the Vengeful Spirit, the next carry coming out of the woodwork, but TA2000's in. The Stone Gaze is there. It's defending the Ancient for the time being, but Disarmer's out onto the Medusa. She can't get off the hits, and she needs to. She needs to fight back, but
Where's
she's
her
not going to be
Rapier?
able to do so. Kaori's already down in the sidelines. TA2000 trying to fight up into everybody. Ducalis is going to drop, but no more mana and almost no more health on TA2000. A little bit more will be required. Do they have it? Yes, they do. The Medusa is dead, and with it, the Ancient will fall. 78 minutes, and Luna...